An old, weak, and poor woman sits beside a road on the scorching ground. Exhausted from the heat and hardship of life, she leans her head against a luxurious parked car and closes her eyes for a moment of rest, setting the stage for a deeply emotional story. In her frail hands are a few small banknotes, and beside her sits a tiny bucket containing some inexpensive snacks. Selling these snacks is the only way she manages to survive and feed herself. But the poor woman is so exhausted that she falls into a deep sleep, completely unaware of what is happening around her. At that moment, the young owner of the expensive car arrives. As soon as he sees the helpless elderly woman sleeping against his car, a wave of compassion fills his heart, and the story takes an unexpected turn. Without making a sound, he quietly bends down and gently opens the lid of her bucket. He takes out an empty shopping bag and carefully transfers all of the snacks from the bucket into it before closing the lid again. But the suspense grows even deeper. The young man then cleverly removes the few banknotes that are loosely held in the old woman's trembling hands. She is so tired that she doesn't even realize someone has taken away the little money she had, the savings she depended on for survival. The man then walks back to his car, opens the door, and places the snacks inside. After that, he takes out his wallet and pulls out several bundles of cash worth thousands of rupees. He quietly returns to the old woman's bucket. To any observer, it might seem as though he is about to do something terrible. Instead, he secretly opens the bucket and fills it with all the money he has brought, placing it inside the same bucket from which he had taken the snacks. He closes the lid, locks his car, and hides behind a nearby wall so he can watch what happens next. Now comes the most emotional moment of the story. The old woman suddenly wakes up. The moment she looks at her empty hands, panic overwhelms her. She jumps up in shock and cries out, "Where did my money go?" In a state of desperation and confusion, she starts searching the ground for the missing notes. Fighting back tears, she struggles to stand on her weak legs and looks everywhere around her, but the money is nowhere to be found. Heartbroken, she finally sits down on the roadside, holding her head in despair. Tears stream down her face as she wonders what she will take home now. From a distance, the young man watches the scene with moist eyes. Then, while crying, she looks up toward the sky and slowly opens the lid of her bucket. The instant she looks inside, she gasps in disbelief. The bucket is filled with a huge pile of cash. With trembling hands, she picks up the bundles of money. Her eyes widen in shock and amazement. She cannot understand how such a miracle could have happened. She looks around the empty road, searching for the mysterious person responsible, but no one is there. Through tears of joy, she smiles. She believes that after losing her few precious rupees, God saw her suffering and had mercy on her, rewarding her with far more than she had lost. The old woman thanks the Almighty with all her heart. Carefully gathering the money, she picks up her bucket and walks away with genuine happiness shining on her face. Meanwhile, the kind-hearted young man feels a deep sense of peace. Without seeking recognition and without hurting the old woman's dignity, he was able to help her in the most beautiful and respectful way possible. Smiling quietly, he gets into his car and drives away. Friends, it is true that humanity is still alive in this world. God often